Right, so I kind of wanted to do a video like this. So here is my 1920 season review of Norwich City. Um, we got quite a bit to pack in. It's been a very intense season, very upsetting season. Not gonna lie, sorry for the background noise. You can probably hear cars and stuff going past. I can't help it. But we're gonna start off by talking about the Premier League now. As of the 21st of July, I think this is the date that we're on today. Yes, 21st of July is the time, the date right now, not the time. This is what the table looks like. We are stuck down here, as you can see, 21st. No way of surviving. West Ham relegated us with a tragic 4-0 loss there. Now, it means we are going back down to the Championship. And to be honest, I felt we could have survived this season. I had ambitions of finishing 14th, 13th, possibly 15th at a push, at like a minimum, because we had a decent squad. We had Timu Puki, who was doing absolutely well in the Championship last season. I did not expect him to do this bad. He scored 11 goals all season. He's not been good. I mean, Emi Buendia, he's done well. He's been creating the chances. He was doing so well this season. I mean, honestly, some players have had their good spots, some players have had their bad spots. Max Aarons has been alright at right back. He was one of my players I thought would be really shining out. He was alright. He did alright in my eyes. Another player, Emi Buendia, as I mentioned before, he did great. I think that he should be like expecting to move to a big club. I mean, I can expect like Everton or Southampton to come in for him at one point, like try and get him and bid for him, because he deserves to stay in the Premier League. As much as I don't want him to lose him, he deserves to be in the Premier League. He's Premier League standard. Max Aarons is Premier League standard. Todd Cantwell, he's Premier League standard. All three of them deserve to stay in this division. On the side, you can see we've got two games, possibly our two best games in the Premier League this season. That magical 3-2 win against Manchester City at home, which we were battling. We were around 15th, 16th at the time. We were doing alright, I was happy. And then, of course, that second day game, that 3-1 victory against West Ham, Timu Puki grabbing his hat-trick, his first ever Premier League hat-trick, and probably his only Premier League hat-trick. I feel that he did super well then. And to bag a hat-trick in his second ever game in the Premier League was pretty good. Bear in mind he scored a goal in the first game of his Premier League career against Liverpool. Getting 3 against Norwich City, he was doing great. He scored another couple against Chelsea. He did really well at the start of the season. Overall, I think he could have done better. As I've said before, he should have done better. I know he could have done better, and he should have done better. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I had Sheffield United go down at the beginning of the season. Honestly, they've shocked me. I had Arsenal battling in 5th, Manchester United in 6th, Tottenham I did not expect to be in 7th, struggling a bit. Burnley I didn't expect to have so high. I had Burnley down in 17th. I had Brighton going down. Who was the other team I had going down? Southampton. Yeah, they've done really well this season. I mean, overall, I think Liverpool deserved to win the title. Man City, yeah, okay. They were alright. They had their on and off spots. Chelsea, they've done really, really well. And getting a win will definitely secure them, at least guarantee Europa League. I think they've got that already. So that is really good for them. And I'm proud. I would love to see Leicester City in Europe, in Champions League next season. That would really make like a really interesting season for Leicester. So, next thing we're talking about is the FA Cup. Our run in the FA Cup was magical. It was our best run since at the end of 1994, I think it was. We had Preston, Adam Eder getting a hat-trick. You know, he's one of my players that I think needs to stay at the club, and we need to give more time. We need to give Adam Eder more time so he can prove to grow. Because look, he scored there. He scored his penalty there. He can score penalties, and he can get the goals. I mean, yes, you might be saying, oh, well, it's Preston, it's a championship club, it's easy to beat. I think Preston did prove quite a challenge, because even though it was 2-1 at half time, or 3-1 at half time, sorry. Harrop did come back when we were 4-1 up and proved that little shock for us. But we were doing great. Then we had Burnley, and nobody really expected us to get Burnley. Even I didn't expect us to get past Burnley. I thought, it's Burnley, fourth round, ain't too bad. We got knocked out third round last time. It's better than before. But after, 53 minutes in, we were like, okay, 1-0 up. We're alright. We can do this. And then 4 minutes later, Dermot scores the goal that puts us 2-0 up. I'm like, well done, boys. And honestly, I don't think anybody expected Norwich to pass Burnley in the FA Cup. I certainly didn't. So then we drew Tottenham Hotspur. And honestly, I was scared. When Vertonghen scored his first goal in 30 minutes in, I was like, great, this is it, the start of the decline, we're out, this is it. But then, 17 minutes in, Dermot proved a bit of magic for us, and he scored that goal that put the Norwich fans crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. It was honestly magical to see that happen. And then, of course, we held off through extra time, and then we went to penalties. As soon as McLean missed, I thought, great, this is over. Lamella missed, Ida scored. I was like, this is the comeback. Celso scored, Stiepermann scored, okay, it's still 2-2. Parrott missed, Camo scored. It's 3-2 on penalties. And I was like, oh my god, are we going to knock Tottenham out on penalties? And Fernandes misses because Tim Krul did his homework. Everyone says it's wrong that what Tim Krul did. Everyone says he was cheating. But it's in the words of Daniel Farke and Tim Krul, he did his homework. And I can't blame him for researching how they do their penalties. I can't blame him. If it gives him that side advantage, he does what he does. Then we had our quarter-final, and that was we were so happy when we got to the quarter-final. I watched most of this game. Igalo, after his goal, I watched it and I thought, yeah, alright. We had a decent run, I'm happy. Camo equalised and I'm like, okay, we're going to have a similar situation to Tottenham. We're going to knock them out on penalties. But then Maguire scored that 118th minute goal and I thought it was a decent run. So my stars really in the FA Cup, I would say, is Ida. He's probably my only star I would point out. Probably Dermot as well, for getting 2 goals. One against Burnley, one against Tottenham. Getting that equaliser against Tottenham to help us. But apart from that, I wouldn't say anyone else. Now, Carabao Cup was awful for us. Second round, and it was evil. We lost 1-0 to Crawley Town, and we just couldn't do anything. I can't really give any stars to this because we just did nothing. I don't really like to talk about it. So, my 2020-2021 expectations. As you saw on the beginning slide, I want Farke out. I don't think he's done what he can with the club, so I think we need a new manager who will take us back to the top. And that's why I've put Javi Garcia and Chris Hughton. They're both great managers. Javi Garcia took Watford to an FA Cup final. I think he can do the same for Norwich, but not take them to a final, but he can take them back to the Premier League and, instantly battle. But then again, we've got the Championship, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Now, Championship, looking at the sides we're going to have next season with like Wickham, it's going to be interesting to see how well we do. But give and take what's happening right now with in the playoffs and the promotion hunt for promotion, I want to say we're going to go. I want to aim for 8th or above. I want the Canaries to finish 8th or above in the Championship. We can finish 8th or above in the Championship. FA Cup, we've proved that we can go far. But with what we're going to do with the signings that we're going to have done, I think it's going to be 4th round plus. I want to aim for, and a similar situation to the Carabao Cup. So, this ends my thing about Norwich City. I hope you have enjoyed. I shall see you all very soon.